Massive hello everybody and welcome back to Commando Bushcraft. In this episode I'm going to show you how to make a kettle crane. A device on a pivot that you can maneuver and winch the kettle from over the fire and onto your mantle stone so you don't burn your hands. A pan or any kind of metal can or kettle is going to be roasting hot. The last thing you want to do is grab that handle. I'm going to show you a trick how to make a device to maneuver that off the fire and onto your mantle stone. A mantle stone, you might be asking, what's a mantle stone? A mantle stone basically is just a stone that you've got buried semi into the ground that you put your kettle or hot pans on. So you don't put it on the ground, because what you can do, you can get hot bits of wood or anything stuck to the bottom of your pan, especially if you're sitting it on the fire. Then you're putting it on the ground and that can spread easily. So you always use a mantle stone. Okay everybody, so what we need for this is mega simple. You need 3 bits of sturdy log, all the same. So look, they're all the same length. You need 1 longer piece, quite sturdy. You need 4 pegs, a piece of wire, and your bushcraft tools, and an axe and maybe a knife. So first of all, you want to get your 2 pieces of wood that are the same, and you want to sharpen both ends off. So get your axe and just point the ends off to a nice point. I think this axe is ready for a sharpen already. And there we have it. Just sharpen that side off, that's all you need to do, and do the exact same with this side. So once you've sharpened 2 off, the ground's quite soft, so they don't have to be mentally sharp or anything, just to a point so you can stake them into the ground. So there we have it. Do the same, and then you've got this long piece. On this long piece, what you're going to do, you're going to put the heavy, it's slightly fatter on this end than it is this end, and what you want to do on this thinner end, you want to drill an hole through it. And I've got the trusty Bushcraft kit, and I'm just going to put an hole just through. How's that looking? Take it back out. There you have it. So basically you've got a stick about slightly over 1 metre long, and you've drilled an hole through the end of it, look. So you've got your 2 sticks that you've put a point on, and you've got your long one. So what you're going to do is now, see what's happening? They're going to be staked in the ground. And that's going to be like that, pivoting. So what you want to do is you want to put the loop in your string. So I want to measure this So I've just put a loop in that, and I'm going to cut it off. Then what you're going to do is you're going to slide your string over this. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put one of your stick in one side and the other on the other side. Basically like that. So you've got your stick, I'll turn the camera like that, and your stick's in the middle. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn these. And keep turning them and turning them. And there you have it. So we want to roll that down. So you can just move that up and down. Yep. Everyone see that alright? So you've just twisted that and that's pivoting. It's alright guys, there's the cow that's got out of the field and it's over there. And it's just randomly walking around the woods. So what we're going to do is we're going to stake them in the ground and place this over the fire somewhere. And ideally you want it level so your kettle's hanging over the fire. So I'll just turn the camera around, so I'll fetch it over here so you can see what I'm doing. Right, so there's my fire and there's my mantle stone, the stone what you put your kettle on. So you want to measure out how far is the middle of the fire. You want to make sure you've got the range. There's your mantle stone, there's your fire. Not quite. Yep, so there, we roughly know that's about right. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to stake these into the ground. So guys, can you see what I've done there? It's like a pivot, it's called a kettle crane. And it's basically just to hold your kettle off the fire. This moves up and down. That'll hold my kettle over the fire. I can move it, sit it down onto the stone. And once I put the pressure down, that metal clip's going to come off it. And I can just put it there. If it's too high, guys, what we do is we get another stick. And what we're going to do this time is, remember I said we had 4 pegs? We're going to put 4 pegs down it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to get the next size up on the Bushcraft tools. So I'm just going to put 4 holes. I've got a bit, if you're getting a bit of glare, I do apologise. I can see it beaming through the branch there, and if you're seeing that, I do apologise. So what I'm doing is, and I'll show you in a minute, I'm just going to bore 4 holes in it to put 4 pegs in it at different levels. So guys, once we've put 4 holes in it, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got 4 pegs. Obviously they're slightly bigger, and you're just going to get your crafting knife and just shave the ends off. Right guys, so once you've shaved your 4 pegs down, and there's the 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to point this end off. So the opposite end to where the holes are, you're going to point it off. And then what you're going to do, you're going to tap your 4 pegs into your 4 holes. And there we have it, guys. 4 pegs into a piece of wood, spiked off at the end. And what's going to happen here is you're going to judge your distance. And that's going to go, right, you're going to spike that into your ground. So I'll have that about here. About here's ground. So I'm going to spike that down roughly about there. So guys, once we've got the 4 peg stake in, so remember 2 sticks the same, pointed off, 1 longer about 1 metre, the rope twisted round so you can see, look. And basically, I will show you in a minute, well that's pegged for different heights, so when it's blazing high you can move that up, and when it wears down and it's just cinder at the bottom, you can move that right down and it's on the pegs. And when you're ready and you want to lift it off, you don't put your hand over the fire and grab the kettle, you just simply take it off its setting, swing it round and put it on its mantle stone. So what we're going to do now, guys, that's super good, isn't it? I don't see people use that. I don't know why, because it's safe. You don't want to burn your hands or anything, and you can just leave it there and relax while you boil your cuppa. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to put some more wood on the fire. It's about to go out. I've got the kettle, I've got the things, we're going to use it and we're going to test the kettle crane. So I'll see you back in a minute. Right guys, you can see exactly what I've done here with the kettle crane. 2 stumps, a long stick, stump at the back, 4 pegs, and you can see that's nicely set up to sit on the kettle. That's boiling away now, so if that's not got much flame on it, so if I wanted to lift it up a bit, I can, look. And you can also adjust it on here as well. You can also lift that up and that'll give you range there. So you've got 2 settings to it. Or there again, if the flame's quite high, back up again. And I can operate that from in there. So if it's splashed rain or it's cold or whatever, you can operate that. I can lay in there. I'll just let you see that. That's a video for another day. That's my shelter I've made. It's got a Gore-Tex fleece lining, so that can either go on the ground there, and I'm going to be nice and dry and warm. So I'm just going to show you again. Yeah, that's super hot. Right, I'm going to sit down and enjoy a coffee, and I'm going to show you exactly how the kettle crane works. So I'm going to swing it round. And there you see the hooks. If you put a bit of tension on them, as soon as you sit that kettle down, it's going to release it, guys. So I can put that back up there, and there we go. And I'm going to pour myself a nice cup of coffee. See what I mean? How good is that? and I don't have to lean over the fire, put my hand over the fire or anything. I've got a nice cuppa there, and I'm going to sit down here and enjoy it. Ooh, and that's hot. Right guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration on the kettle crane and how it works. Super easy. 4 sticks, 4 pegs. 3 sticks the same, 1 stick a metre long, 4 pegs, and that's it. Just your little bushcrafting tools, and that's it. The fire pit I showed you in the last video how to make a safe fire pit with the gully there for the air to get into it and keep it ignited. When I'm done with this, all I have to do then is fill it in and smooth the muck over, put some leaves down. You'll not even know I've not charred the ground. That's why digging down and building a little pit is a better option, guys. But that's in my last video, and this video was about showing you how to make the kettle crane. So thank you very much, and please hit that like, share and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye everyone.